Here we are now, applying the wet look.
You're better just rolling it on. You don't want to spray it. Because that, because of what's inside of it, the solvents and basically all the other things in it, you don't want to disperse it in too wide a pattern. It's better to let it soak in and saturate.
And what's the difference between the WLP and the WL4?
The WLP
for our
is,
viewers?
Yeah, the WLP is a non-film forming matte finish, and the WL4 is a film forming satin finish.
They're all solvent based, so they're penetrating.
Other than the IN, which we used earlier, which is a water-based non-film former.
To maintain something that's a solvent base, can you grow solvent base on top of solvent base?
Yeah, basically for any sealer, you never want to recoat for at least 2 years. You want to wait for a minimum of 2 years, no matter what you put down on it. With a non-film former, you can clean it with hardscape cleaner, which we recommend cleaning about every 6 months to get everything that sits on top of it out of it. If it's a film forming sealer, it cleans the pollen and the dirt that sit on top of it and mute the colors. So basically you want to take it and just clean it on a regular basis. After 2 years, if it's still beating water and oil, then it's still working. After that point, if it's a film forming sealer, you'll start to see it break down a little bit.
Film forming, you mean a solvent base?
A solvent base. Well, there are water-based film formers also, like our EV. Our EV is a water-based film former.
So, and then on water-based products, you can go, you want to clean it and you can go right on top of it again.
On water-based products, you want to wait till they're completely dissipated. You're going to have to strip those because they tend to have a thicker film and be shinier, more of your semi-gloss type of finish. Like our EV is a water-based film forming natural look, but it has a shine to it. So this is a non-film forming product, and that's what makes it unique. So you can see it penetrating, and it doesn't leave a film, so there's no film on the surface that's left behind.
But then the IN is a water-based. So you want to wait till that is not beating water anymore.
Exactly.
And then do a clean, and then you can...
Then put another layer over it. And when you do it again as a maintenance item every 2-3 years, 5 years basically, most sealers should last between 3 and 5 years. At that point, when you put a non-film forming sealer down, if you clean it and it allows some product to saturate, your coverage rate will go way up. Because you already have sealer that's penetrated, that's permeated the structure and the matrix of the concrete.
And one question, if someone just gets into a house and they know that they have a sealer on there but they don't know what it is, what can they do? Correct me if I'm wrong, but you don't want to put a solvent base on top of a water base.
Exactly, that's exactly right. The best thing you can do to see if there's any sealer, well, number one, if it shines, if it reflects light, you know that there's something on it. Something reflective, so that's some type of sealer. So on poured stamp, you see the real shine, that satin semi-gloss finish. Well, if it beads water or if it shines, you know that there's something protecting it. And that way, you can start to break it down further. If it's a solvent base, you can take a solvent like a xylene and re-emulsify it a little bit and move it to allow any moisture that's been trapped underneath it. Water-based xylene won't touch it. Will just stay on top of it and kind of make a sticky mess.
So if a homeowner doesn't know what it is, what should they do to find out whether they have a solvent base or a water base?
Basically, the only way they're going to be able to tell is to do those two things, to do a bead test and then to see if it shines. If it has any shine, like I said, then it has some type of film forming sealer on it. Whether it's water-based or solvent-based, you take xylene, which is a solvent that you can buy at any box store, in a gallon, and re-emulsify it or run it over it with a, back roll it over it, and if it starts to re-melt it or re-emulsify it, then it's a solvent base. If it doesn't have any effect on the water base, then it has no effect. And a water base, the only thing you do at that point is to take some paint tar and rubber remover that we sell in a quart can. We sell it also in a 5-gallon version. It's our remover or stripper for sealers, water-based or solvent-based.
So on the water base, you would then strip it and then reapply?
Exactly. Then you would reapply. Exactly. Or you would just, instead of stripping it, you would just wait until it completely dissipated.